What's up, everybody? Hello, hello. Hi, Jules. What's going on? Michigan just took care of business. Now we've got LSU versus Texas. Let's go. Here we go. Hello, everybody in the chat, along with Jules. This is Flage's last game there in that arena. LSU won the tip. Oh, they muscle one in. Nunez, Maupin, Fritz, Bristow, Sanago for Texas Tech. 0-2. I'm hoping for a good game. Texas Tech with the brick. Yes, church was good today. I hope you had a good day so far as well. We got shy people, shy folks in the chat. 9:11 to go here in this first quarter. I hope we get more people in because you guys said that this could be a good matchup. Let's go. Texas Tech with the big block.
Texas Tech, anytime there's a dead ball and their own defense, they're going to start with full pressure. Now LSU, they want to attack the pressure, and they just want to go score. You won't see them set up. They're going straight.
All right, let's go. Oh. Texas Tech hit the ground. I watched the Maryland versus North Carolina game. Those two head coaches have been best friends for 50. Oh, wow. That's wild. Head to head. Flage from the left corner. Misses. See how she does, you know, her last game there. She said she was going to try to keep her composure. Zero still for Texas Tech. 4 for LSU. 8:19 to go in the first quarter. Nobody's talking, right? Everybody's shy. So wait, did Maryland win that game? I saw the clip where the coach was telling the player, "I believe in you." Nice scoop from Flage. Oh, she's excited. Did Maryland win that one? Coach was like, "I believe in you." They're showing it all over. 0-6. Another miss from Texas Tech. There in Louisiana. I know Kim Mulkey was telling everyone, I want you guys to come. I need you to sell out for Flage's last game. Oh wow, North Carolina took it. Is that who you had? Is that what you had in your bracket? Did you have North Carolina getting that win? Kim Mulkey looks, she's got no feathers. She's got no ostrich feathers. She's got no ESPN. I'm watching on 80. It's ESPN, Fubo, and I'm checking it out on ESPN. What's up, Diggity Dog? I like Kim Mulkey's little outfit. She doesn't have ostrich feathers. Oh, a blown layup, point blank. But they cleaned it up. 8-0. Flau'jae trying to pump up the crowd. 8-0. Oh, you took Maryland. Oh, man. Look at that. Moki's got she's got a nice little LSU jacket. LSU on the front, 00 on the back. Kind of sharp there, but not used to her without, I don't know, horns, feathers, stuff flying in the wind. Good to see you too, Diggity Dog. Everybody is out and about, I guess, today. I hope we get a good game. It is very subtle for her. I kind of like it, but not used to it. She's the source of conversation in the chat. Oh my goodness. Now I see you're rooting, Jules, you're rooting for Texas Tech. I like some of the folks on LSU, but I kind of would like an upset. I kind of would like to see an upset. I don't know. Let's go. Mm-hmm. Oh, I saw her in a couple interviews with no makeup. Yes. I saw her the last interview there where she was encouraging people to come. She wanted this place to be sold out for Flau'jae. She said everybody usually, shows up and out for them. But she definitely wanted to she said that the cost is more for these games. So she really wanted to say, listen, let's come and, sell it all out. You love Flau'jae. ESPN has Latson going to Indiana in the draft. Really? Number 10, huh? Okay, I've heard a couple people talking about Raven Johnson. It will obviously depend on if we need that point guard. If Indiana doesn't get a point guard elsewhere, is Raven ready for the moment? They need a point guard from somewhere. So let's see. We shall see. We cannot see the paper that Carolyn Peck is holding up. Can Texas Tech score out of this timeout? Can you give us a game, Texas Tech? Can you give us a game? All I remember was Raven Johnson shutting down Clark to get to the Natty Championship. Still not on the board. That was not a shooting foul. Trying to get on the board. 3. Oh, a brick. But they hunt down that offensive rebound. Hustle. 0-8. Texas Tech. 6:24 to go in the first. Nothing. Great box out, but another offensive rebound. What are they going to do with it is the question. 14 on the shot clock. 0 Texas Tech. 8 LSU. Nice spin off the screen. They still are out of sorts. 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Floater. Missed everything in the building. Mercy. All of those offensive rebounds yielded nothing. And they're putting on the pressure. Okay. Laje. Oh, entry pass. Oh, my. It is 10-0, y'all. Come on, Texas now. Texas. Reverse. They can't burn another timeout. A three. And they on the board. 3-10. They're finally on the board. From the elbow. Nothing there. Rebound. Texas Tech. Let's see what they got. Another three. And just like that, it is 6-10. What's up, Mike? Thank you for that 5. I appreciate that. I was watching Ole Miss before this. Do you think the dugout style benches are dangerous? Seems weird to put players' heads at knee level while sitting. Interesting point. I wasn't watching that, but you do make a very good point. Their heads at knee level while sitting. I haven't seen it. What game was that we were watching recently? And they actually had a barrier. Was that the Team USA? Was that over in Puerto Rico for the World Cup qualifiers? It was actually actually it was up. Was it up behind them or was it up in front of them? I think it was up behind them. That's a whole different story. But yeah, that sounds a little bit suspect right there. So appreciate you. Thank you very, very much, Mike. Appreciate that. Woo! I'll do that again. All right. And we got some others in the chat. Rim protector, who you got? Well, I was just saying I like Coach Mulkey, Flage, for Wiley, but I kind of want to see a bit of an upset. Is that bad? So I haven't figured it out. What I really want, Rim, is a good game. And I'm so glad to see that Texas Tech hit the last 2 shots because it looked like LSU was going to run away with it. Kind of be nice to see Flage go out on a high. This is her last game in that arena. She's a senior. But an upset would make it interesting, not predictable. So I don't even know yet, Rim. What do you think? Roberta, hello. Hello. That game last night was great. Of course, Vandy won, but I really do not like the blowout games. Me either. But Michaela and Aubrey in Washington was so great. Yeah. The blowout games, I don't even like when I look at it and it looks like it's gonna be a blowout game. I'm like, nah, I only went live for this one. You guys said this should be a good one. So that's what some people said in the chat last night. So I said, okay, let's go live. I'm glad you're here, Roberta. You don't remember? I think it was in front. It was some game recently we were watching, and people were saying, I like the way that's set up. But I think it was between the crowd and them somehow. You're on the fence. You sound like me. Like I really want a good game. I think I want Texas Tech to push LSU to the limit, and then we can see what we see. But Wiley is in, and I want to see her do a little razzle dazzle as well. ESPN is also saying our family is going to go number 1. I heard that a couple months ago too. And then they started saying number 2, but number 1, that would be interesting. I didn't get to see game 5, so I didn't get to see her play. But I do want to catch the replay of it. All right, let's go. Texas Tech 6, LSU 10. More than halfway through this first quarter. Can they get another one? For Wiley on the court will add to the defense. Okay, rebound LSU. Oh! That was a dangerous pass. Hey, Summer. Thank God. I was about to say, thank God no one's hurt. Yeah, Fawali's good. That was a dangerous pass. Look at that. Just a, what's up, Letty? Yes. That's on the passer. So she's upset that was an offensive foul. That was an offensive foul, but it was the fault of the passer on that one. Whew, thank God nobody's hurt. And he can't get that 3 to go. Ball stays, going down. Whew. And you've got Texas stretching that defense for Wiley, pushing it up. Let's see if she puts on a show. Gives it up. Skip pass. Right corner, short. Offensive rebound, puts it up, misses the layup, but a foul. Everyone, I hope you're having a wonderful day. Will Flau'jae get the win? This is her last game of her college career on this court. I like the jacket vest thingy that Coach Smokey's got going on. I'm rooting for Tech, given they are a Texas team. They're fan. All right, then. I'd like to see that. I'd like to see that upset in a good game. I think. Let's take it to the wire. Is what I really want. I don't know. Get the box score up here in a moment. Both free throws, good. Those free throws from Iowa yesterday were terrible. They're going to have to play better tomorrow. Tomorrow's game, Iowa's at 1. Oh, man, for a while, we got her on lock. On lock. Wow. Now, Flau'jae on ball, gets on top of the screen, and she can't get it done. Here they go. Uh-oh. Box office. Oh, box office from the other side. Texas Tech with the block. We got some up and down going. LSU has doubled. I love Marcia Sharp. She was a great coach. Listen, she coached the Cheryl Swoops. I saw her in the stands the other day as well. She coached the number 22 Cheryl Swoops. Look at that. Look at that. She got up on for Wiley. Okay, let's go. Catch and shoot. A foul on a 3. Flau'jae fouling a 3-point shooter. Not smart. She can put 3 ticks on the scoreboard right here. I watched the Iowa State post-game conference, and the head coach tried so hard fighting back his tears, talking about his. Oh, I didn't see that. Did they have Audie Brooks at the table too? Trooper, do you want to say hi again? Do you want to say hi to everybody again? That's 2. If you make 3 free throws, you can take this into a 1-possession game. What we got? Made all 3 of them. It is now a 1-possession game. And they got the press going. And oh, wow. Okay, they rattled LSU a little. Nice pass from Wiley. A kick. Oh, Texas Tech bringing the defense. Audie, and I can't remember the other girl, but she was crying. Was it Addie Brooks? Or Addie something. I don't know if it's Brooks. Free throws can decide a game. It's true. What's up, True? 2:33 to go in this first quarter. There's Marsha Sharp. Marsha Sharp. I saw that red leather jacket. All right, Flage. Kicks it out. Bad pass. For Wiley gets up. Misses. Wow. I feel like the momentum has shifted to Texas Tech. Trooper, what do you want, baby? Oh, pick. She thought she had her on the crossover. For Wiley with the pickpocket. Cookies. Wow. Uh-oh. Oh, the pressure. Oh, the pressure. Red. Oh, she's got a whole pantsuit on? I just saw the jacket.
98 steals on the season for the junior out of Columbia, South Carolina.
Okay, Flage taking a break. Oh! That's a foul number 2 in the first quarter. Kim Mulkey is livid with the purple pants. Tee her up. I like you, Mulkey, but you got to tee that up. Y'all better get y'all coach. Get your coach. Oh, Texas Tech making the free throws. Mike 9. Crooks scored the most, but well, her defense, I can't see why any team's silly enough to draft her. Well, she's got another year, Mike. She's not a senior, so she's got more year to develop, but she does have a tremendous upside. But yeah, defense, liability. Thank you. We're going to see what happens after. Listen, she might come back next year in better shape with quicker feet and see what happens. Thank you again, Mike. I appreciate you. Let's go. Oh, yes, she does. A whole red suit. Trooper, I don't know what you want, buddy. It is 11-14. Well, Jay's back in with the step back. Drains the 3. But Wiley had to go sit out with 2 fouls. Good luck with that. I'm just saying. I don't know. 11-17. Still a 2-possession game. Here comes the screen. Oh, Sweat. She wanted an and 1 with that. That was maybe a flop. I guess she's earned them to swallow that whistle on that tee. Oh, flat shot, but it went in. We got a shoot fest. 33 seconds to go. 7+ seconds differential. A lot of dribbling. Come on, move the ball, y'all. Texas Tech, what you got? Oh, step through. Long step through. Can't get it to fall. You should get one shot. Oh, she said, I got to take that short. And she gave them another opportunity. Nope. Wow. We got a game, y'all. We got a game. I wasn't sure when they started 0-8. We got a game. Wow. Who's going to the Sweet 16 and who's going home with Sour grapes. Let's go. ESPN. Let's get the box score going. Let's get the box score. Oh, yeah, 3 o'clock. You got Baylor versus Duke. Obviously, Michigan took care of North Carolina State. Big time, almost a 30-point win. USC 674 to 66 Maryland. And right now, you still have Ole Miss taking on Minnesota. Ole Miss at 43. Minnesota at 38, and Ole Miss is the number 5 seed, and Minnesota the number 4 seed, trailing by 3 now. All right. So it is 14-19. They already have Maupin on Texas Tech already has 11 points, and there's only one other person who has scored. Nunez, number 2, has 3 points. Nobody else has scored. LSU, you got 2 from Kate. Is it Kate Cabal? Zakiya Johnson with 4. Michaela Williams with 4. Flage with 5. Amaya Joyner with 2 off the bench. And Fawiley with 2 off the bench. LSU shooting 44% from the field. And 21% for Texas Tech. They're going to have to do better than that. They're 3 of 14 from the field. Let's go. LSU is a little surprised. Yeah, I think when they came out, it was like 8-0. It was like, oh, okay. And Texas Tech said, yeah, just give us a moment to settle down. Texas Tech is holding LSU right now. Letty says, I watched Kim Mulkey's game when she played, and she had the same tenacity. Yeah, fired up, fiery, fierce, and feathers. Feathers, ostrich stuff, all of it. Okay. I don't like to talk about women in the way, but Audie needs to drop out 20, 25 pounds. She'll be, she'll probably be surprised at how much quicker she'll be. Mike Nunn, switch to ESPN and look at the benches for a minute. Oh, is that? It's a big. Oh wait, I can do ESPN right here. Hold on, let me do that real quick. Let me go to ESPN real quick. Let's see. ESPN. Okay. Ole Miss in Minnesota. All right, what y'all got? It is 45-40. I'm over here, Mike. I want to see what the benches look like. Oh. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's really interesting. Huh. That's interesting. I wonder why. Yeah, you're right. That's a little that it feels a little bit dangerous. Someone goes flying over there for a ball, and then there's somebody's face right there. I agree with you. I think that's a little bit like makes me a bit uncomfortable. Woo! Thank you. Appreciate that. All right, let me get on back over here. Let's go. That's a close one. That's anybody's game. Back to ABC we go. What we got? Here we go. Got Connie Smith in the house. Hello. 14-19. Flage. Gets to the rack. Last game. Remember, this is her last game in that court. There's her mother, I think. Ready to clap back. Texas Tech, what you got? 9 on the shot clock, just like that. A terrible pass. And she gets fouled. Oh, she stepped out of bounds. Wow. Texas Tech, come on now.
She has the basketball. I can guarantee you, Flagey Johnson is in the box, getting out, straight down the floor.
Flagey's mom says she's going in the top 5. You agree? Top 5 before any South Carolina players. She said, "There's Flagey doing a whole lot. Misses. I know it's your last game at the court, but don't forget your teammates. Let's go." She got pushed out of bounds. I thought it was a foul. Texas Tech, come on. Texas screen for her, cuts through. Cookies. That was a horrible, horrible possession. Flagey doesn't miss this time. And Tech, oh, good hustle from Texas Tech, but yeah, they just chucking up shots. Exactly. Come on, Tech.
You got a special radar out for each other. And again, I go back to the Hillary.
Who's going to the Sweet 16? So she's going to catch a breather. 14 points off turnovers for LSU. 14 points were off of turnovers. 14 to 23. Wow. Another one. Flat shot that goes in. I don't think I want Flagey and her mama on my team. Yeah, I'll take Flagey, but her mama, Texas Tech is rattled. I went to Cesspool known as X and got into a spat. People saying that Stewie aged just to bring a call AD for the team in September. CC will be lucky to make the team. Oh my goodness. Because AR, oh my goodness. They just need something to talk about. The MVP won't make the team in September. That don't even make sense. Yep. Talking about Iowa to Florida, talking about Audie Crooks. You have to draft her and her mama. It's like when you marry the whole family. Yeah, it was quite unwise for her mother to say she's better than other people and she's gonna be taken before them. You know, some things you just don't need to say because you make it more difficult for your own daughter. 6:37 to go. They're not gonna. There's no way Angel Reese is not making that team. I'm telling you right now. No way she's not on the team. Texas, y'all got to get on the floor. You're late. Yeah, at some point, parents have to just release, relax, release, as Whitley Gilbert would say. All right, 14-28. Texas Tech has been stuck at 14 for a long time. It was 14-19. Now it's 14-28. Short, slow, Euro. I would say AT over. I would say Angel will get the spot over Alyssa Thomas. That's my guess. Alyssa Thomas may not make it. I'm just saying. I'm telling you. Politics be what they are. Number one, they're not going to leave her off the team. They already had issues with the situation with Caitlyn, and some thought Angel should have been on there in 24 too in the Olympics. No, but the rebounding and the pressure, she's gonna be on the team.
She was going to the floor.
Wow. Man, everybody falling. A spot is only open for Caitlyn because DT retired. Caitlyn should have had DT spot last time. Even with AB and Asia, I'm just saying. I don't personally see any scenario where Angel Reese is not on the team. If she's not, I would be highly surprised. Highly surprised. They go with the vets. I was thinking that they wanted to go with the young and turnt this time, but I just don't see it. Angel not making it. But you got AB playing your 5. Angel's gonna play your 4. Rebound, tech, outlet, get to the head. They're still at 14. Finally, a 3. Mike says he thinks a lot of vets should not make it. Yeah, if they didn't pick her. Yeah. Oh, they answer with the 3. Trooper, what do you see, buddy? 17-34. Can't trade baskets. Another 3, Texas. No good. I already gave you dry food, buddy. No. Hey, Debbie. Hope you're having a good day. I don't think Alyssa Thomas is a definite. Iowa to Florida said April not hating, just saying Asia and AB are stronger in the 5 position. If they move her to the 4 spot, there's a lot more competition. Lynn, what's up? Lynn says the World Cup is in September. Is the WNBA season done by the time the World Cup is being played? Because I thought that was final time for the WNBA. That's a good point. Doesn't Stewie AB Asia have the same position as Reese? AB plays the 5. Angel doesn't Angel play the 4? Camilla in Chicago, she plays the 4 and was playing a little point forward. And Camila Cardoso plays the 5. Although I imagine, does she ever play both 4 and 5? There's a break again, like the Olympic break. Lynn says it also will matter who's injured and who's not because we have a whole WNBA season to go through. Praying that AB is well. If AT wants the spot, it's hers. With this younger Spryer group, I hope not. Listen, I had totally forgot about AT being in the mix. She plays the 4. She plays 4, but she played 5. She played center in the tournament. Yeah, they were short bigs with AB going out and Asia not being there, but we'll see. Yeah, well, she had to play the 5 some in Puerto Rico, but like I said, I don't see a scenario where she's not there. I mean, I just don't. And I do think some of it could be politics of basketball. And let's just face it, people have the mindset that wherever CC is, Angel has to be. Whenever you mention CC, they're going to mention Angel. That's just where we are. I don't think even if Angel should not be there, and as a rebounder, I mean, of course you're going to have, I mean, she is, I think, the best rebounder, even with the others there. But even if you didn't need her rebounding, I think they would bring her in anyway, because they seem to think that what one does, the other one has to do. And they don't have the intestinal fortitude to break with that. So Kim Mulkey has been to 19 Sweet 16s. Which 4 coaches have more? Pat Summitt, Coach Pat. I don't know who y'all is. Who says she was tall? I think she's 6'3". Here we go. LSU with twice the points is Tech. Tech. Pull up. Okay, out of the timeout. Hits the basket. 1934. Few Texas Tech people in the crowd. There's a 9-day break. Okay. Yep. Yes. Thank you for checking. They said her mom's getting ready to post. Is her mom her media director? 2:45 to go in the first half. Oh my goodness. Oh, straight away 3. Give us a game. 22-36. Oh, nice passing from LSU with a 16-point lead. Her mom is her manager. Somebody who gonna manage her mother though? Oh man. Well, I think the understanding is that Caitlyn Clark is the premier point guard, and so how you're going to be able to handle what she's able to hand out is important. And we don't know, can she handle grandmama's no look, her fake no look passes. Another 3 from Texas Tech. Oh, LSU got right to the heart of the paint and the and one. Woo!
To start this NCAA tournament, she is a woman on a mission. Efficiency.
Goodness. 1, 2, 3, 4 black jerseys around her. Williams says no problem. 58.9 to go in the first half. There'll definitely be an uproar, Jules. And I think that if they were on the fence, they would lean in that direction. And you can't really run business that way, unfortunately, but it will work. It will be that way. I told you about the seniority thing. Caitlyn will be coming off the bench. Listen, I said that from the jump. I said that with this one. Caitlyn will be coming off the bench. Do you know, you guys realize that although they switched up the starting lineup for the World Cup qualifier, that Chelsea Gray started every game? How do you even explain that? They'll get one shot here. Exactly, Jules. I agree. But after the backlash, they ain't going to do it again. That's for sure. But yeah, Chelsea Gray got every start, even though she wasn't even all of that, like the first two games. And Caitlyn started just one game, which is interesting to me. Well, April, let's be honest. Cece should have been on that 2014. Well, that's just because her knees knock, Michelle. All right, 25-43. We're at the half. She's great regardless. I mean,
switching good, we're communicating good. Yeah, I got to get lay on the floor. She got 2 fouls. Bella has 2. That was a good half for us.
Oh, coach says good half.
What is an emotional day for her today? Well, Flagey's been down this path before. She knows the game's the most important thing. And you want to have
That's interesting. I was surprised, Monique, when Caitlyn didn't. I thought, well, first of all, I said I didn't think she was gonna start. And then before the first game, I said, watch them tweak it up. They're gonna tweak it up. And I said I would be surprised if she didn't start in the third game. And she didn't, and I was surprised. And then back to the bench on the fourth game. Or no, was it the fourth? Yeah, the fourth game she started. And then I didn't even get to see the fifth game, but I was surprised that she didn't start again. But she, yeah, that's right. Copper did not play.
Year 43-25, the score there and the PMAC, and Coach just talked about how this is Claudia Johnson's last time playing in that arena.
Well, it has nothing to do with, it has really, Cece was playing well before the Olympic break. She was playing well before the Olympic break. Now, she had a bumpy start, but by Olympic break, she had already sealed up Rookie of the Year, although they were trying to pretend that she had not. So she was already playing well, and her teammates were catching up to her and starting to catch her passes. After the Olympic break, after the team began to gel more, and Kelsey Mitchell and Caitlyn began to gel together more, they became the best backcourt in the WNBA after the break. I will say that. But no, she was already playing well and breaking records. as far as the trainings in the team camps, that wasn't the reason she was left off the team, because Dawn Staley told us at the Olympics that Caitlyn, if she had been playing like she's playing now, meaning she was already playing before the Olympics started, they said if she had been playing like that sooner, they probably would have made a different direction, gone a different direction, which was her way of saying her behind should have been on the team. But they didn't put her on the team. They told us why they didn't put her on the team, because we heard from the NECA and the other folks who think they're still playing in the WNBA. They said they did not want to hear from her fans if Caitlyn didn't get to play as much as she should have played. So really, the truth of the matter came out, and that was she should have been on the team, one. And number two, they didn't want to hear from her fans, and they didn't want Caitlyn, let's get real, they didn't want Caitlyn showing up the veterans because she would have had more attention. Let's just tell the truth. But she got the rest she needed, and then, yes, went on a tear after the break. What's up, Kat? Okay, so rim protector, let's see. Oh, wait, Jules said, who are your 12 to make the team? To make this the September? Or is that what you're talking about? I don't know. I don't know yet, but you're gonna have obviously Caitlyn, Chelsea, if that's what you're talking about. Caitlyn, Chelsea, AB, praying to AB as well. You're going to have Asia. So you got the old school folks, right? Asia, Fee, Breonna Stewart. That's your 6. Kelsey Plum. That's your 7. You think Jackie Young is a definite? At your 8. I tell you, it might be easier to say this. Who I'm not sure about would be Kiki. I got to see the list again. I don't see Kiki on the team. Ray Burrell likely will not make the team. Not sure about AT, even though someone mentioned that. So you guys, tell me what you think. Mo Billings, I thought she did well. Ryan Howard's definitely on the team, I think, from what we've seen so far. But I do believe the WNBA season will play a factor as well. Rim says, what's your take on this whole narrative? Kel should be traded or leave. That's an ongoing. I'll probably do a video about that. That's been an ongoing conversation. There are a lot of people who think that she's going to leave. Let me rephrase that. There are people who think she should leave and they want her to leave. I got my own take on that. If she leaves, it'll be her choice. There's no way, in my opinion, if they can afford it, that the Fever wants her there. So I don't know how the money is gonna pay it out. I was listening to someone this morning as I was getting ready for church, and they were saying that they think that money is not necessarily going to be a problem because not everybody's going to get all the money that some people think they're going to get. It looks like a fired up chat, Kat says. Exactly. Caitlyn was playing well the whole time. No, April, I just explained to you where you were off. I had to tell it. It's hot. Okay, Mike, let's see. Mike says now. Okay, CC and AB are going to cost close to $2 million. What are the Fever options for Kelsey Mitchell? We need a 4. We need to figure out Mitchell or cheaper. Yeah, but I don't do the numbers games. Like, I can't wait till this is all settled and I don't have to worry about what's in people's pocketbooks and stuff. I mean, but can Mitchell sign for 1 year? it's going to be a problem in the for the long term, obviously for three of them. But are all of the people going to, is Kelsey? I'm not surprised if Kelsey chooses to shop and go. But I see, I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. I got to formulate my thoughts because I want to do a video on it. Thank you so much, Mike. Appreciate you. What do you guys think? I say we need to, I want to keep Mitchell. I want to keep Mitchell. She is the highest paid player in the WNBA. You know, ooh, Summer, that was deep right there. That comment was deep. Oh, Hamby, and Hamby can be strong. She can be strong, but yes, she may not make it. She was not exceptional. And yes, Paige, I left out Paige. Paige is another one. Paige is another one who, even if she shouldn't be on the team, would be on the team anyway. Although she should. But even if she shouldn't, she would be on the team because of the political aspects of it all. I think it's 12, Vonda. Okay, so she's still, but here's the thing I heard someone talking about. She's still on her rookie contract, but as I heard someone point out this morning, Caitlyn is not going to, she's making like $80,000. There's no way you're going to bring in rookies who are going to make $300,000, and the rookies who are already there are going to stay at $70,000 and $80,000. That's not going to happen. So there's got to be something in there for that, right? She's on her rookie, so she'll make what, 300, right? So if she stays one more season, then they can shift things around. Ole Miss leading by 3 with 1:55 to go. Let me go on over there while this is on halftime. I have to read, you guys, I was gone all last week. I have to read all the stuff, which I have not done about the CBA. Only saw a few of the numbers, the main numbers. All right, let's go to ESPN. I think people who want Mitchell to go are going to be in for a rude awakening. I tell you what I don't want. I don't want people who come in and don't have the Fever culture. I don't want that. Some people like the idea of Burrell. I'm not feeling it. What are you saying, Kat? Are KP and Grandmama for sites? What do you mean? The fans do play a factor, that whole political thing. All these people who used to be in the WNBA who think they're still in, all those things I think play a factor. And it's not just professional. The political aspect of sports starts in like junior high. I wouldn't be surprised, Dusty, if Kelsey chose to go elsewhere at this point. But as far as the Fever giving her the boot, you can forget it. 575 this year. Okay. Her rookie contract has to be adjusted. It has to be. They're not going to be, yeah. Only one deserving to be on the team outside the original CC. Everybody is there because of politics. Is that what we said, April? Nobody in this chat said that. Nobody said it. But there are certain people where politics play a bigger factor than others. And Caitlyn Clark is a part of that too, without a doubt. Caitlyn, Paige, Angel, definitely. Some are politics strictly, and some are talent and politics. Okay, so Caitlyn will make around 500,000. The Sophie one is Sophie probably had the best short, even though it was shortened. Probably had the best season of her career, I think. Shooting the lights out. Will that continue? But I believe she wants to be there. And she brings the toughness. She brings the defense. She's a bit of an enforcer. But can you keep Sophie and Lexi? And if you could only pick one, who you pick? Summer says she's not even entertaining the idea of Sophie not being there. I don't think she's a definite, but we'll see. I heard that Portland Fire wants Kelsey Mitchell willing to pay the max. That's going to be the thing, because there are people who are going to be willing to pay her. What does she want is going to be what it comes down to. Connie says, I'll get to see her play a lot. Either way. I agree. And I think going to other places. Uh-oh. Big time. Big time. Oh, sweat. Wait, are they going to have to review that? Oh, that's like Clemson, but they waved it off. Oh, Coach Yo is not happy. Can we run that back? They got to make sure the ball was out of her hands. Did she get it out of her hands? And how did she get that shot off? Here we go. Inbound. She had plenty of time. She had plenty, yeah. So there's more time on the clock. She just went toward baseline and pulled back and hit the biggest shot of her career, no doubt. So they got 0.8. Oh, man. I hope she remains too. So they can dribble? Time for one dribble and a launch? No, because when the shot went through, there was still a few seconds off on the clock. So they had to review it and see how much time to put back on, Jules. But maybe teams are not going to offer these players what we think they're going to offer them. Man, that's tough. They practice this at the end of practices. Don't foul anybody. They advanced it. Catch. Uh-oh. So close. She can't even believe it. Oh, man. I feel bad for Coach Yo. Number 4 advances. Who is leading this most of the way? Who is leading this Ole Miss Minnesota game most of the way? Look at this. She just leaned in and pulled back. Oh my goodness. And they, first of all, they could have been teed up because the players ran onto the court and the game wasn't over. I don't know. I was over on the other game. Who was leading most of this game? Baylor and Duke now playing. Go Carol Lawson. Let me get on back over. This is what the upsets. Let's go. Well, that wasn't really an upset, but the last minute buckets. Unlike Clemson. It's Duke 5, Baylor 0. Let me back over to the other game. What we got?
Baylor has not looked comfortable yet in this game.
It was back and forth. Oh, man. Thank you. Back to LSU. 27-45. 45-27. Okay, so I heard that many of these players, even though there's a contract, will only take 1 year because they want to see how it's all going to play out. I forget exactly why, but I did hear that. Yeah. And that's what people were saying about Kelsey. And so even if she stayed, if she did a 1 year contract and she stayed, and after that 1 year, things are going to have to shift because of money situation.
It's so exciting. Like you got to leave everything on the floor. I think it really hurt Ole Miss with Cody McMahon fouling out. Oh, Minnesota keeps dancing.
Oh, Vonda, you rooting against Duke? Come on now. Don't root against Duke. Carol Lawson. Here comes Flage. Kicks it out. Williams gets fouled. Duke is playing Baylor. Number 6 versus number 3. No M&Ms. I ate too many of them yesterday, and I was ashamed. Everybody's a free agent pretty much.
So with Sonogo and those 3 personal fouls, she's on the bench. Jane Malone.
It's looking like a blowout. We got a 20-point game. Can Texas pull it off? Tech.
The second free throw, as we let you know, for the 6th straight year, every NCAA Women's Championship game is on the networks of ESPN. For more information, go to
well, the back and forth ones, those are the fun ones to watch.
She's playing with 2 fouls as well.
Well, you know, I used to like Baylor when Kim Mulkey coached Baylor. Well, Carol Lawson went to Tennessee, of course, so, and she's the Team USA coach. We need her to do well. I remember Duke back in the day when Gail Geston coached there. And 1, Flage. Oh, happy birthday, Jody. Today is Jody's birthday. She says, hi, all just joining. So blessed today to celebrate my 80th birthday. Still healthy and causing trouble. What a blessing, and more blessings in years for you, Jody. Happy, happy, happy birthday. What a blessing. Y'all be maneuvering on these YouTube streets like y'all like in your 40s and 50s. Amazing. God is good all the time. Wow, wonderful. 90 here. Oh, that's that weather. Oh, that was nasty. Did you see that for Wiley move? If only she could have finished it. Who did she pass it to? Look at that. Right there, the behind the back, and then a true look away pass. 13 wasn't ready, and the defense was there. Oh, that was beautiful. That was beautiful. Happy birthday, Roberta. Roberta says to you. Jody. Kim Willette. CC Cook. She's very patient with for Wiley. Wonderful. 80 years old. Praise God. I don't like coaches who don't start the best five. Well, Vonda, that's subjective. That your measuring stick. I get it, but it's subjective, and there's so much more to coaching as well. And I know as a fan, it's simple, just let Caitlyn start or just have her start. She's the best. Well, some would say Chelsea Gray is an Olympian. Chelsea Gray has won championships. Chelsea Gray just won a championship. Chelsea Gray is a veteran. So again, your perspective on it is very subjective on what you consider the best. And when you're dealing with the people who have been Olympians, there's an experience there, and there's also the psychological respect factor that comes into coaching, that you take a person, and I get your point totally. I'm not arguing against that. I'm just giving you a different perspective. That's why I always say it's easier to coach mediocre players than it is to coach people who are superstars, because Caitlyn is so humble and willing to learn from the players who have paved the way. And she will tell you that. As a coach, I also want to show respect to the people who have gotten us to this point, because I don't want to lose them either, because we need their experience also. And so if I have a younger player who is learning, she's great, but she's still learning, and this is her first time in that big place, I know that she can come off the bench and be a spark as well. And so I get both. I get what you're saying, but I also see the picture of what coaches are dealing with as well. So hit the like button. But I will say this, and even her playing out of position some, which again, I say I don't have a problem with sometimes, but I do have a problem with a player who can shoot the ball as she can. And when she did play out of position at times, most times, there was nothing seemingly drawn up for her. So if she's not on the ball, and I need to see some plays, at least some, where maybe she's running off screens more, getting the ball back into her hands so that you make full use of what she's able to bring to the table as well. Because she's more than just a point guard, right? She's more than just distributing the ball. She can come off screens and shoot the ball as well. So what do you have to utilize her and not have her just standing in a corner somewhere? So the game is on Fubo, ESPN, and ABC. And that's true too. The best players don't necessarily make the best lineup, right? So I gotta know who's coming off my bench can also lead the surge. I don't know if you remember Jewel Lloyd, who is one of the top players getting paid in the WNBA. and she left Seattle. Oh, nice pass and nice finish, Flage. Little baseball pass. Coach Mulkey is fired up. Jewel Lloyd asked remember, the Aces were trash early in the season. They ended up winning the championship, but they were trash. And people didn't think that they were going to make the playoffs, much less win the championship. And Jewel Lloyd went to her coach and said, bring me off the bench. Let me see how the game flows. Let me see what's going on. Bring me off the bench. I can be that fire off the bench as well. And so there's something to be said for that. Well, she missed shots. Everybody missed shots, but there were times when she just standing there. And I think game 5 they said wasn't her best shooting game. I didn't watch game 5.
Live in, clock out. Corona, La Playa awaits.
Yeah, her first 2 games, Letty, I thought Chelsea was. That's why I wasn't surprised that she started the second game after not playing well the first game, meaning Chelsea. And I did a video about that. You don't necessarily want to pull her after not having a good game, one game. But then the second game was still kind of like, and she was still starting. So I was surprised. Whose defense? Caitlin's defense was much better. Much, much, much better. And she got her hands on a lot of stuff and dictated a lot of stuff. So I'm going to disagree. Yep, Duke and Baylor. The ESPN app. I believe this is on the ESPN app, Fubo. And I'm watching on ABC.
Well, this is a stage that Blonde Johnson loves to shine, and NCAA tournament games 13-2 for her career. She has certainly stepped up in major ways. She went back to her freshman season in the national championship, and then fallen in the last couple of seasons. In there and beyond this year, the only player to play in that 2023 national championship game that's still on the team. Of course, we know that Izzy Besselman was a part of that as well, as she's on the bench as well. And look at Flage Johnson during this break. I mean, that just screams leadership. You can just tell the intensity with which she's come out to play, the fire that she has been on this afternoon. Flage Johnson is certainly a player that LSU will cherish.
Here's 28-60. Halfway through the third quarter, they got 28. Short on that. Clean it up.
motivating her team right alongside Kim Mulkey saying, let's keep going, y'all.
She said I was begging him to get her out at one point. No, Lisa, it is not a close game. Okay, so I'll just read this. I saw this today on social media, and I will do this just for April's sake. I just read it today. It was posted a day ago on Facebook, I think. Says, we got some time here. This is a blowout. It says, let's just say it clearly. Caitlyn Clark winning MVP, FIBA World Cup qualifier, wasn't controversial. It was inevitable. And yet the reaction, poor chaos. Clark didn't just have a good run. She completely controlled the tournament. She led Team USA in total points, total assists, and assists per game. The only reason she didn't lead in points per game, Kalia Copper missed a game. That's it. Across the board, efficiency, plus minus, overall impact, Clark was on top. By every serious metric, she wasn't just the best player, she was the clear MVP. And then came the Spain game, where things went from dominant to undeniable. Even on a night where her shot wasn't perfect, Clark delivered one of her most complete performances yet. She defended harder, facilitated better, and controlled the tempo like a veteran. And here's the part that should end all debate. She was one free throw away from a 50, 40, 90 tournament. One. She shot around 50% from the field, 40% from three, and nearly 90% from the line. Miss one less free throw, and we're talking about one of the most efficient performances you'll ever see at this level. So naturally, she wins MVP. Right? Wrong, at least according to the reaction. Because somehow, instead of celebrating one of the most complete performances in recent memory, parts of the WNBA media and online crowd completely lost it. Not mild disagreement. We're talking full-blown outrage, wild narratives, and takes so extreme they barely resemble basketball analysis anymore. And here's what makes it even crazier. This wasn't a fan vote. This wasn't hype. This wasn't marketing. This was decided by media members, the very people now fueling the backlash. And by all indications, the vote was overwhelmingly in Clark's favor. Let that sink in. The same system being criticized was one that chose her almost unanimously. At some point, you have to ask, what exactly is the argument here? Because it's not about the numbers. The numbers are overwhelming. It's not about impact. She led in everything that matters. It's not about winning. She drove the team. So what's left? That's where things start getting uncomfortable. Because every time Caitlyn Clark wins something, the conversation shifts away from performance into something else entirely. Narratives, emotions, and debates that go way beyond the court. We've now reached the point where a statistically dominant MVP performance is being twisted into something controversial for no basketball reason. And that is more about the reaction than it does about Clark. Strip everything else away, and the truth is simple. Best scorer overall, check. Best playmaker, check. Best efficiency, check. Biggest impact on winning, check. That's not debatable. That's dominance. The outrage, that's the only confusing part. Because like it or not, Caitlyn Clark didn't just win MVP. She left no possible argument against it. Well written. So all they got left is, but she didn't play defense. Woo, she be causing people to lose sleep. Let her ball. Just let her ball. Monique says, I don't think the WNBA media lost it. I think it was just social media. Jules says social media was crashing out. It was funny to me. They're still crashing out. And now they're saying, now the narrative is she doesn't post any of her teammates on her social media. I don't think people realize that CC is now strengthening all parts of her game, on the ball, off the ball, and that's not something the average basketball player can do, especially like coming out of an injury to your lower body and then improving on your defense. This is the strength. To me, the reaction to Caitlyn Clark is the biggest, like, get out of your own way thing. I've never seen someone who always is trying to elevate the people in the players around them, advocated for them to make more money, right? And just goes out there and balls. And I've never seen so many people want to shoot themselves in the foot rather than to have Caitlyn Clark get any credit for what she clearly deserves credit for. It's off the charts to me. Like I told you guys before Caitlyn ever played a game in the WNBA, that there are people who would rather go, and fans as well as players, who would rather go back to basic obscurity, have hardly no money in their pockets, as long as Caitlyn Clark doesn't get credit for it. But what we saw before this CBA stuff is that they just used her name whenever it helped the cause. And with the CBA agreement, we still haven't gotten the skinny on who said what. Did Kathy Engelbert really say what Nafisa Collier said she said? Whatever happened to that narrative? Caitlyn Clark just should be glad, because if it wasn't for us, we wouldn't be making any money. That's what Nafisa Collier told us that Kathy Engelbert said. Kathy Engelbert said she didn't say that. Kind of interesting, huh? And it's only our own country, right? FIBA loves her. Yes. And then the second game, Caitlyn was off the bench in like 2 minutes. We will never know, right? I think it was, oh man, another three, 30-70. I think I think it was somewhere in the middle. I think Engelbert probably said something, but not in the manner in which Nafisa Collier used it. She probably said the WNBA gives Caitlyn a platform so that she makes more money. It's probably something like that, which to a certain extent, I get that point, right? And then I think Nafisa Collier used it in a way so that she could really use Caitlyn. Oh my goodness. LSU is off the charts. Jules said, I don't believe her. Listen, I'm going to say something that might seem controversial to the brothers and the sisters in the crowd. If people have a problem because Caitlyn, if some people out there have a problem because she balls like she does, and we know some people do because they talked about it, if they have a problem because she's a white girl who's dominating, doing so well, if you don't want to use the word dominating, a sport that they tell us was built by Black people, y'all better look at who's out there balling, okay? Because this is, the ball don't know a color. And if you think that white folks ain't supposed to be able to ball, white man can't jump, blah, 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 look who's doing the work. So many. white, black, Asian. Let's just play ball. Mike says, do the players realize more money players are coming from, more money players are going to come from Europe, and a lot of players will lose their jobs? Bottom rung is going to be, well, I don't know what they realize, but we're about to find out how this all plays out. We shall see. Thank you. High five back at you. Yeah. European players stepping in. Who's going to make that money? I think Lisa is saying that for some people, that is a problem. It is. And I think she's right. It's a problem for some people. Flage with another 3. If you don't realize that this played a factor in how Caitlyn was received, we have players who played in this league and they're black, but they were straight, and they tell you, there's 2 that I can think of, said they were treated like garbage because of it. In the activist league, call you skewed it. Oh, the ball has no color. Yes. Call you skewed it her way and threw Cece under the bus at the same time. And threw Kathy under the bus. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is good. LSU, for Flage, this is big. What a great way to go out. Last game on that floor. Letty says, Adrienne, if you have an opportunity, take a look at my comment on your WNBA CBA deal with higher expectations. I put some numbers together for the Fever. All right, Letty, thank you for that heads up. So many people are dropping the numbers, and my brain is trying to contain it all. I'm not the math person. I'll be the first to tell you. I'm so glad I don't have to be the one figuring all this out. But yes, thank you for that heads up. Isn't a run rule? Is that like a longer walk? They're showing the Page commercial with her wearing LSU purple. You know, UConn, LSU will run the score up, leading by 40 plus. Oh, so I got an email about it. I was out. I was away. But yes, I do know that. Listen, I saw the trailer yesterday, I think it was, and it made me cry. I got all emotional. Coach Summit. Thank you for that. Yes, March 25th. Oh, okay. The run rule. Okay. Is that what we called the mercy rule? The mercy rule in high school softball. What I found out about some of these teams who keep their starters in late in games where they're blowing out. So part of their their seeding and stuff for March Madness has to do with point differential and stuff. And so they're saying that they might want to change that because some people are running the score up even more because it helps them later on in their placement. So there's that too.
Low energy, fog, and stress. The medical staff at Asbury and Associates offer customized dosing and personal.
So Letty says that was Jody said, Letty, that was a good post, but we really don't know how salary cap is really defined. In the past, teams gave smaller salaries plus big bonuses. Others helped with big sponsorships. And Mike. Anybody want to address this one who would know better than I? Any sleeper picks for the draft? Anybody? Some of you have watched more than I have. So anybody watching this tournament? I mean, it's early in the tournament, but any sleeper picks for the draft? Anybody? Thank you, Mike. And Lisa says, I thought you might want to see it. Oh, I love Coach. I loved her. I modeled my coaching after her, which is probably why. I mean, I remember literally dreaming that I got to like shadow her for a whole day and learn, like literally, like a literal dream. I just had the most respect for her. I read books by her, and just gone way too soon. Love Coach Summit. And I think when I first heard about it, I was like, oh, I don't know if I can watch it. Just too emotional. And then I watched the trailer, and especially the way the trailer ends. Like, what is there? It says something like, what is there left to beat? And it says time. And it just made me so sad because, time. Yeah. Anyway. Okay, so Summer says, if you're a number 1 seed in reality but get counted as a 16 seed, you're still going to win if you're going to win. Well, it depends on who you have to face, right? So I don't know. Lauren Betts is expected to go early in the draft. Is Lauren Betts a 1 seed? Okay, so Monique says, so Lisa says Lauren Betts, obviously from UCLA. Monique says anybody from UCLA, Gabriella, Gianna. Wow. And Jules says, I think Betts won't go until 5 or 6. Look at that block. Don't talk too much junk. You don't want to have to apologize again. She gave her the stare now. I thought you learned something, little one. Knox. Uh-oh, Flage misses that one. But she got somebody to clean it up. This is just ridiculous. 80-32. Yep. Oh, there's Flage. There's her mom. The fever pick is number 10. So I won't even mention Lauren Nakiki. Yeah. People are thinking it's going to be Raven Johnson from South Carolina. Yeah, Tech said it's a wrap. What's this box score looking like? I need March Madness to have. I can't do the blowouts. Flage has 24 points, 9 of 13 shooting, 2 of 4 from 3, 4 of 5 from the free throw line, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals. What a good way to go out on that court. Going to the Sweet 16. Anybody? How much do you think Indiana's going to offer Natasha? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what any of this is going to look like. None of it. I don't see Kiki in Indiana. Obviously. Oh, you're talking about Kiki Rice. Kiki Iriafen. I done gotten them mixed up. The Mystics. Kiki Rice from UCLA. Don't know. I don't know. We didn't get to see how. I mean, Howard was really good. I know Howard was frustrating, but Howard, she did some good stuff. Let me see ESPN's draft predictions. Let me see what ESPN says. 2026. Okay, so this is what I'm going to put up. I haven't seen this yet, but I'm going to put it up. I'm going to put it up. I haven't seen it yet. Let me see. Make this bigger. Okay, so ESPN 2026. They project. How long ago was this? They put this up. This was February 13th. I bet you that's changed. Let me see. In February, a month ago, they had AZ Fudd, All Fam, Olivia Miles going 3, Lauren Betts going 4, Flau'jae going 5. I almost hope she doesn't go in the top 5. Oh my goodness, Flau'jae. Y'all think Flau'jae, this was a month ago though. You think Flau'jae wants to go to Chicago? I kind of hope she doesn't go in the first 5 because her mom, the way her mom was running her mouth about it. Cody McMahon to Toronto at 6. Portland Fire, Nell Angloma from France. Golden State Valkyries, Ayana Martin from Spain. Mystics, Gianna Neepkins from UCLA at 10. And they've got Indiana Fever taking Medina Okot. Now, wouldn't that be good? Or would you take a point guard first? We don't know. We don't know what free agency is going to look like. Medina from South Carolina. Mystics taking Ashlyn Jackson from Duke. Connecticut Sun taking Kiki Rice at number 12. Atlanta Dream taking Tanaya Latson, 13. Marta Suarez from TCU for Seattle. And Gabriela Jacquez from UCLA at Connecticut. So that was a month ago. Let's see what they got now. Shouldn't they have something more recent? Oh, they take her out. There she is, hugging her coach, crying. Her mother looking like she's crying too. So she's not going back in. You know, it's good that these ladies got the CBA deal done. Can you imagine pouring all into that? And then, like some of us older people, there was no professional basketball in this country. And when you walked off that court, you were done. You can hardly find a white YWCA or whatever with the women's league. But now she's so glad that CBA was signed, she don't know what to do. Back door. Where is Enrique going? So some of you are not agreeing. I saw 110 Fam, Fudd, Johnson, Betts, Ocott. That's the more recent one, I think. 1 to 10. All Fam, Fudd, Johnson, Betts, Ocott, Miles, Rice, Latson, and that would be Indiana. I mean Indiana. Jackson, as in Raven. No, who's Jackson? And Global from which Jackson? And Letty says it's hard to know the value of each player with the new CBA. Fever D. Howard, she fits with the culture. She averaged 11 points per game. Yeah, and she came up big with rebounding too. But it all depends on who's available. Okay, so what is this one? What year? What time was this one? Sweet 16. I'm trying to find a more recent one. I don't see a more recent one. Wow. Oh, nasty crossover. And just threw the ball up. How far can LSU go?
Minnesota surviving and advancing that last second shot over Ole Miss to move on.
Let's see what Bleacher Report says. I ain't got time for that. Another senior? Okay. Okay, so I'm going to show you, what is this? This is Can you put the number on there? I don't know what that is. So much for Tech. LSU can go to the Elite Eight. Who will they play next? I think it's too soon to talk about. Jennifer says talk about who. Yeah, we don't know what is going on. Exactly. So much is up in the air. Hannah Stolke. Yeah. I don't think so either. No, in the third round. For foul insurance? Huh. I don't see her going before the third round. Johnson, as in Raven Johnson.
And so you have remarked, Carolyn, just about how this team has all the pieces to try to vie for another national title.
Can you name a third round pick that even was 12 off the bench? Huh. Michaela Timpson was a 3rd round pick, right? Celia has LSU going all the way, and I changed it about 7 more times. Oh, wow. Duke is beating Baylor 35-14. Let's go. They should play Duke if they win against Baylor. Okay. Okay. So that'll be interesting because Flagey and Kara Lawson have a little history. Ashlyn Jackson. Okay. Thank you. Little history. Okay, so let me show you Yahoo Sports. They just did this mock draft after the new CBA. Let's take a look at that. I have not seen this yet, but I just found it on Google. Let's see what they say. Okay. This is what they have after the new CBA. They have AZ Fudd, number 1. Minnesota Lynx will take Lauren Betts as number 2. Seattle Storm, Olivia Miles, number 3. Washington Mystics, fam, all the way to the 4. Some people are saying 1. The second one where we see Chicago Sky taking Flagey. So Flagey will reunite with Angel Reese. Remember, what's her name? Haley Van Lith. The look on her face. That was priceless. Toronto Temple, Tanaya Latson at 6. Neepkins for the Fire at 7. UCLA's got like 4 picks, 4 or 5. Gabriela Jaquez from UCLA to the Valkyries. Mystics taking Raven Johnson, number 9. Indiana Fever taking Kiki Rice, number 10. Washington Mystics taking Cody McMahon from Ole Miss. Her season career in college just ended today by 1 bucket. Connecticut Sun taking Nell Angloma from France. Atlanta Dream, Marta Suarez from TCU. Did we see Olivia Miles yet? Yeah, she was 3. Oh, wait. Yeah. Why do they have Notre Dame? Do they not know that Olivia Miles is at TCU? That threw me off there. And Seattle Storm, Janiyah Barker from Tennessee. Didn't even get to play in her last game. They say illness. Connecticut Sun, Medina Okot, South Carolina. We'll see. Let's see. CC's Kiki is a nice backup for CC. Flagey can practice her happy face. I wonder if she's checking out those predictions. LSU can do Elite 8. So another one says Elite 8. Flagey will do anything possible not to go to Chicago. Oh, Mike came through again. Thank you, Mike. The Chicago drafts Flagey. They won't compete. Too much hate between Lith and Flagey and Angel. Starting to think Camilla don't like her either. So is there beef between Haley Van Lith and Flagey? Or just the just the beef that Flau'jae and Angel had. I think, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, Chicago needs a little. They don't need no drama. They got enough drama. They don't need no more. Thank you, Mike. Appreciate you. I just remember that look. We were live, and the look on Haley Van List's face. People got mad at me. All I did was tell you what I saw, and her face was like, "I don't want to cry," and I could not stop laughing. It is 94-42. Summer says Chicago leadership really doesn't know how to build a team. That's what the fans say too. Yeah, they forgot. They forgot she's not there. Kind of threw me. Oh, Angel. Yeah, it wasn't. She did well when she went to TCU. The moms of both women. Can you imagine? Woo! The beef was technically Angel's mom, Flau'jae's mom. The girls will be okay. I don't know. The mamas need to back up. You don't want to start that again. Go out there and play ball, have fun. 45-96. Just what you want in the second round. Sloppy. Flau'jae's ego is going to be a difficult. Is she tough? Is she tough? Is she tough, or is she extremely coachable? Does her game translate fast? Like Paige? She really likes Caitlyn. They like each other. Like she said, Caitlyn gives advice and stuff like that. Does Flau'jae's game translate quickly to the WNBA? Yep. You don't do yourselves any favors thinking you can throw anybody together to make the team. What I love about the Fever is that they have made it clear that culture matters. And you know, we had that one kind of came in there and, you know, but it only drew people closer together. I don't want anybody in there, but you got to police everything they say. I mean, the Fever are just such a disciplined team. No Twitter fingers. no potty mouth at the post-game conference. Just play ball. Love your teammates. Play ball. Win games. So Monique says Flau'jae is a sweetheart, but I don't know if her game will transfer fast. All right. $47.98, less than a minute to go. I switched over to Baylor, but don't know if it's any better. Yeah, Dewana Bonner was a disappointment to say the least. 101 points. I haven't even been looking into the stands. Does it look like it has that sellout that Kim Mulkey was asking for? Mike says Flau'jae should go to Toronto and collab with Drake. What number? What pick does Toronto have again? It's packed. Oh, there it is. Sweet 16. I like the jacket, Kim Mulkey. All you needed to do was add an ostrich feather to the side. You'd have been good to go. Number 6. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. She wanted a big game from Flage.
Your team said they wanted to send
Oh,
you off in a big way.
11,000. Cool.
Y'all won. What's your ticket to the Sweet 16? How about this send off for you from the people?
Yeah, Dallas needed
I could have never imagined nothing better.
Paige.
I thank my teammates. I thank Coach Monkey. I love you, Coach Monkey. Thank my trainer, shout out Parlo, man. I just want to thank everybody. And thank you, God. You know what I'm saying? Woo, 137. Nothing is impossible without God. I'm just so thankful to be here in this moment. And let you, I love y'all. Go tight.
Preach, preach out. Give him glory.
But as you look around, your family in the stands with 13,000 more, how do you hope that every fan that watched you play in the PMAC remembers Big Four? I just hope y'all know I gave it everything. And I want to thank y'all for giving me everything. And I worked hard. And I left everything on the floor. This is not bittersweet for me. This is just sweet for me. Because I gave everything I had.
Everybody always trying to get in the. You ever notice how all the people be trying to get in the camera? You always get those people who be wanting to get in the camera, so they go and they hit you and they do all that stuff just so that they can get their face on there. What a good way to finish. And she's taking a victory lap. Love on your fans. I wish Dallas hadn't gotten paid. The tickets might be cheaper, and I could go see CC when they come to town because every game's a home game. Coming to another arena near you. Any of these girls would be lucky to go to Toronto. Paige is raising prices. All right, let's look at this box score. How did she go out? We have 10 points from Kate, 8 points from Zakiya, 7 from Jada, and Michaela Williams and Flage Johnson both with 24 points. Good evening, good afternoon, I should say, for Flage. Both of them. Michaela with 9 for 15, 2 of 5 from 3. Flage 9 for 13, 2 of 4 from 3. Grace Knox added 4. Maya Joyner 11. Every single player scored. Bella Hines 6. Malaysia Fulwiley only had 2. She only played 14 minutes. They shot 56% from the field, 35% from 3, 92% from the free throw line. Big time numbers. Tech, Bailey, Maupin with 19, and nobody else even close to double digits. And they shot 25% from the field, 22% from 3, only went to the line and shot 9. And went 7 for 9 for 78%. So that was dominant. Absolutely dominant. They held TTU, Texas Tech, to 7 points in the third quarter. 7 points, and they scored 33 points in the third quarter. Mercy. Right now, Duke is 38. Baylor is 16. Wow. Mike says, do you think AZ is a waste for Dallas? Needs a big? I think they should get a big. And I think, as I've said before, I think they need to stay away from AZ FUD. I'm not into those dynamics, the whole page, AZ, whatever. It'll be interesting to see what Arike will do. I wouldn't be surprised if Arike wants out. We'll see. But get a big and stay away from AZ. But This is the WNBA. They don't be having those certain kinds of professional standards. So I don't know. Thank you, Mike. A lot of people do believe that they are going to take that Dallas will take AZ Fudd. I don't know what you guys think. Yeah. But Jules says Dallas is not taking AZ. They don't need her position. And other people are saying if Paige has something to do with it, that's what they're going to do. I don't know what these people are going to do. And who wants a felon on their team? Wait, who's a felon? What did I miss? Who's a felon? I missed their conversation. Well, Jody, they seem to get down. They seem to, you had the whole Dejanay. Now you're in the situation, the Dejanay and Alyssa Smith. Of course, Alyssa just won herself a championship, but there's all that drama. Oh, Enrique, whatever happened? Iowa to Florida says, do they take AZ to trade her? Anybody? Yeah, she got arrested. Whatever happened? Never heard anymore. They need a big. Enrique is not convicted. What is she? What are they doing with that? She probably got a court date. And that was the end of that. I don't know. Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. And then, I don't even like talking about this in like too much. Like, I don't even want to be knowing this wild stuff. Anyway, okay, everybody. So the schedule tomorrow. I don't know what the daytime games. We've got. Well, tonight at 5:00, you got Texas and Oregon. That might be a good one, by the way. It is halftime. Duke and Baylor, 38 Duke, 16 Baylor. You got Michigan State and Oklahoma tonight. Washington and TCU late tonight. Tomorrow, Alabama, number 6 versus number 3 Louisville. And that's at 11 o'clock in the morning. This is Central Time, by the way, so noon Eastern. Virginia taking on Iowa at 2 Eastern. They need to play better. Tomorrow at 4 Eastern, Notre Dame versus Ohio State. That's probably going to be a good one. And then 5 o'clock Eastern, Kentucky and West Virginia. Oh my, tomorrow night, 6 o'clock Eastern, Syracuse and UConn. Syracuse just got rid of Iowa State last night. Can they give UConn a run for the money, or is that laughable? Vandy will play Illinois tomorrow at 7 Eastern. South Carolina will play USC. That's going to be a blowout. I don't know about that Jazzy person. Is she able to do what she just did? Escaping with a win against Clemson. South Carolina and USC at 8 Eastern. And then UCLA taking on Oklahoma State, who won yesterday. And that's at 10 o'clock tomorrow night Eastern. Then they don't play again until Friday when the Sweet 16 starts. And those teams already in the Sweet 16, UNC punched the ticket to the Sweet 16. LSU just punched the ticket. Minnesota just punched the ticket. And Michigan. Other than that, you don't know. And then Sunday, the Elite 8. Friday, Final Four. Sunday, championship. Wow. It's moving fast. Moving very fast. Monique says UConn's going undefeated. I say somebody can spoil it for UConn. I don't know. I doubt it. At that time of day, I know I'm not, because I have an appointment at 11, and so I probably won't even make it back in time for that. Syracuse and UConn is going to be the featured game tomorrow. Come on, Syracuse, be the spoiler. I might tune in for that one. I just don't like to do UConn games because I don't like watching these blowouts like we just saw here. These blowouts are just ridiculous. And Syracuse, can Syracuse do it? I don't know. Iowa women on ESPN tomorrow per the bracket. Yep, tomorrow at 2 o'clock Eastern. So thanks for hanging out, everybody. I appreciate you. Thank you, Mike. Thank you for all your super chats. I appreciate that, and for the all the conversation, the debate, the fire. Oh wait, Mike, one more. Mike says, when can the giant from China be drafted? Who's the giant from China?
So what you think? 3-4 generations in this house alone?
Is that who's the giant? 7'3". The 7'3". Is that it says Zhang Jiyu. What is she, 18? She's caught the attention of fans. She won't be eligible for the WNBA draft until 2027. What? As the league requires international players to be at least 20 years old. I thought it was 19. So this is. Wait a minute. I thought you had to be 19. Because Malanga was 19. So I'm not quite sure what that says. The whole country be rooting. Yeah, so I don't know. I haven't seen her, but let me just see this real quick. 7'3" is truly unstoppable. Hold up. And thank you again, Mike. Thank you. So I don't know how many of you've seen her, but I have not. Let me put this up. Let me see what this looks like. Thank you, Lisa. See with this, but she's not available this year. You don't have to jump. She's not even jumping. Oh my goodness. She's a me-bound. Listen. She's a me-bound. She missing easy shots. Doesn't even have to jump. Doesn't even have to jump to get it, and just makes the second one. Goodness gracious. Yeah, it was 19, so I don't know. This must be one of those articles like having Olivia Miles playing for Notre Dame still. She's 7'3". Oh my goodness, look at this. Look how, hold up, watch this. Look how much taller she is. Look at this. Look at this picture right here. That's her. Those are her teammates. Oh my goodness. Just give her the ball. Oh my. Look at that. That's unbelievable. She makes everyone look like kindergartners. I don't even know how good she is. I don't know how good she needs to be. She literally is like not jumping. She just missing a shot, reaching over everybody, getting it, then putting it back in. Whew. Yeah, that's what you call tall. 7'3". Remember Margot Dudek back in the day? Margot Dudek, who passed away in a car accident. Margot Dudek was 7'2", I think. Yep, she was 7'2". Members of the channel, you might remember. You might remember when I showed you guys Becky Hammond back in the day. Becky Hammond trying to guard Margot Dudek back in the day. There she is, right? She was 7'2", and this new one is 7'3". This was Becky Hammond trying to box out Margot Dudek. Look at that box out. Unbelievable. She's like at her, right above her belly button. Ah, that's wild. Anyway. Unbelievable. You guys are so funny. How could she be that tall? Margot Dudek was from Poland. And this one's 7'3", China. There was another tall Chinese player, I think, in the WNBA. Female Wemby. How tall is Wemby? Becky Hammond showed us that boxing out is not about height. Rebounding is about putting your body in front of somebody and just, because she could have just stepped across Becky Hammond at what? Becky, I think, is 5'6". Lisa, how could she be that tall? It's in the water. So, all right, everybody. She's not eligible until next year for whatever reason. But yeah. All right. I will catch you guys. Thank you again, Mike. And thank you for the moderators and the members and the subscribers. Oh my goodness. Appreciate you. Can you imagine Chit Chat playing against her? She would just have to take her off the dribble. She's certainly not getting that rebound. All right, everybody. Have a good one. I will catch you later, God willing, of course. God bless you abundantly.